Russell and Dave Bryan on the ring, right along the ringside, ready to go with another big week. David?
Oh, you're right. Listen to the folks we got here today. We got the Memphis Vice back here today. Lou Winston, Jerry Bryant will be here. Also, Big Joe LeDuc coming in a little bit later on today. Lawler, the King, Dutch Mantell teamed up for action today. The Mod Squad will be here with J.D. Costello. Tony Falk will try to turn around his losing record one more time.
We have had two major title changes during the past week, and we're talking about the fact that the international heavyweight champion is now Billy Travis, who beat Abdul Gaddafi, and the Mod Squad is now the Southern Tag Team champion. And Eddie Marlin is still Eddie Marlin. Eddie, good.
Lance, I
yeah,
want to
come on.
I want to tell you one more time that I want to apologize.
Let's get right down here, Ed.
I just want to tell you one more time, and I want to tell all the people, I want to apologize for what happened. And we've got a little film clip.
Not
Those that didn't see it, I'd like to show it.
I remember it all too well.
Anybody else? But don't say we lost, okay?
Okay, but what I want to tell you is that whether you deny it or whatever you want to do with the thing, the end result, let me put it this way, Lawler and Mantell won, so that means you guys lost, and that's exactly what happened. And that's all. Yeah.
I just wanted people to see it. The Jarrett Promotions, the TV station here, nobody's going to condone that type stuff. Bill Dundee and Buddy Landell has been fined $1,000 each. And we want to give you the guarantee, you too, Dave Brown, that if they put their hand on you one more time, then neither one of them will be able to appear on this station for 5 years.
I love that part of it,
And again, I don't want to apologize.
Well, I appreciate your concern. Thank you very much, Eddie Marlin. And I really appreciate that last one. I think that will curtail any kind of... Okay, we got lots of action coming up. What do you say we get into it? We'll be back in just one moment. Billy Travis, the new international heavyweight champion. We'll be talking to Billy Travis a little bit later on, not too long from now.
That's enough about Billy Travis. If you don't want to talk about the Memphis Vice Clan, you go back there with Dave and sit down. You understand?
Travis happens to be
So
a
what?
champion.
I beat Travis before. Ain't no big deal. I can beat him again. We don't want to talk about nobody but the Memphis Vice. You understand?
Well, we want to talk about Lance, but let me tell you something. We're fixing to give these boys a wrestling lesson out of the Bryant and Winston Stable, Jackson. And if you don't believe we're going to be the new Southern Heavyweight champions before long, watch us. Watch what we fixed to do before.
Billy Travis, old new Memphis Vice.
Big Lou, Jerry Bryant, the Memphis Vice, climbing in the ring, and we're about ready to get underway with the action.
All right, well, here they are, the Memphis Vice. Big Lou Winston, and there's Jerry Bryant. A word or two for the referee. Double high five, and they're ready to go here. Here's Jim Jamison starting for the team of Jim Jamison and Keith Eric across the way.
Lou's tipping those scales. He's been working hard in that gym. He's tipping them a little better than 250 right now, Dave.
He's put on some weight. He's always been tough, but look at Jim Jamison firing Jerry Bryant across the ring. Winston and Bryant, the Memphis Vice, better not take Jamison and Eric lightly. Jamison with an upset victory here just a week ago on Championship Wrestling in a single match, so he's trying to serve notice that he's a force to be reckoned with, too.
Lou's going to put a little mental on him. He tapped his head and said, "You watch this." That doesn't look very mental to me.
Jamison had the headlock on him. Winston got out of that and is back on his feet. Jamison tags out, and here comes Keith Eric.
Dave, for the old-timers, they'll remember Burma shave signs. I'm about messages on the back of the tights like I was about Burma shave. I love to read, and I'm seeing "get this."
Yeah, get this.
What we need is "get this" and then something else on one of the other ones.
Right.
Instead on both of them. Continuing message. Jerry Bryant pointing the finger. Keith Eric. Tag on Big Lou.
Keith Eric picked up by the hair by Lou Winston. Knocked back into the ropes. Ooh. We're at the 2-minute mark of this match. Overall time limit on it, by the way, is 15 minutes. Neck snapped by Lou Winston as he snapped Keith Eric back into the ring. Jerry Bryant right there to pick him up. Off the rope. Bryant scooped him and slammed him. He didn't go for the cover. He just kind of pointed to him as if to say, all right, that's what you get. And then he tagged Big Lou Winston.
Bryant's the kind of guy that if you don't dislike him when you start wrestling, you will before it's over with. Because he likes to pull that hot dog and that sort of stuff and make you look bad. He loves that.
Here's Jamison back in. He started the match for his team. He's victim of the side headlock and a fist. Winston hit him, but the referee couldn't see what was going on as Winston was taking him over to the corner. There's the tag. Winston will be stepping back through, but before Bryant leaves, he'll let him have it with a right fist. Lou Winston. Oh, holding Jamison up. Jerry Bryant on the middle rope. Referee's attention diverted, and Bryant goes flying about a quarter of a way across the ring. Winston put Jamison into the rope. Upper arm puts him on the mat. Winston did not try for the cover there. Instead, Jamison's head into the turnbuckle. Now Winston on the middle rope. Comes off of there, drops with the elbow. 3.5 minutes gone in this one. It has pretty much been the Memphis Vice. Jamison was to hold his own early in the fall, but Memphis Vice has taken over now. There's a cover, and the count is 2, 3. Got it. Jerry Bryant, Lou Winston, the Memphis Vice with a pin and the victory in 3 minutes, 50 seconds of action here. And Bryant and Winston adding a little insult to the injury as they leave the ring with a victory well in hand. They say they're the new Memphis Vice, a force to be reckoned with, and, well, they did all right there today.
Yeah, impressive win, no doubt. The Memphis Vice looking very, very strong in there. We were talking about him a little bit earlier. We want to get out. A young man that got reason to be proud of himself, and son of a gun, we're proud of him, too, because he persevered, stayed with it, and walking in right now is the new international heavyweight champion, Billy Travis. He won it from, congratulations, Billy. Everybody is tickled to death. Well, I know Gaddafi, but most of the wrestling fans are tickled to death, and congratulations on a super win over a very big guy. You stayed with it, and you beat him.
Okay, thank you, Lance. You know, I can't fool anybody. This is the happiest day of my life. And I can't fool myself. I didn't do this alone. It took my Frank Morrell, Phil Hickerson, and most of all you people out there. And if it wasn't for you, this is your belt too. This is your belt, and this is my belt, and I'll defend it against anybody, anytime, and anywhere.
You know, one thing, Billy, when you start talking about championship, and we've made the remark a good many times, it's very hard to get the belt, but let me tell you, it is going to be just twice as hard to keep it because everybody is... Look out, Bill! Come on, Gaddafi.
I will back WC belt.
Just get out of here. We need some help out here on this thing. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take a break, and we'll be back. Can we get somebody out here to help with Billy? Wednesday night, just looking over the card, my friend, and it is a dandy of a full card in there, but the headline event is going to be a Texas Death Elimination match. Now listen to this. Texas Death Match, same rule. You keep going, falls don't count till a guy cannot continue and answer the bell, and then he is eliminated. But this one is a team situation where he'll be carted off back to the dressing room, and one man will have to face two, and it goes until one complete team is eliminated in action. Now, Wednesday night, you got to believe that is going to be a long, fierce battle of championship wrestling action in there. We want to get some comments from Bill Dundee and Buddy Landell. They'll be going against Lawler and Mantell. Let's listen.
You know, Budro, everybody's against you and me. I don't know what
to make everybody so mad, but we must have done something. Lawler don't want to wrestle us, Mantell don't want to wrestle us, and Lance Russell don't even want to talk to us. But you got to wrestle us, Lawler, and we've asked for it this way. We want an elimination, Daddy. We had one fight last week. Yeah, everybody was beat half to death, but we don't want no 1, 2, 3. We want you hurt, Lawler, and we want you out of town like you ought to be. So, Mantell, we're taking the brunt of it out on you. We're going to hurt you, Jack, and eliminate you. Then it's going to leave the Nature Boy and the Superstar on you, Lawler, and we're taking you out, and you'll be so embarrassed to come back. You'll leave town by yourself.
That's right, Bill. You know, Dutch Mantell, Jerry Lawler, one's scared and the other one's glad of it. Just like you said, Bill, we're going to tell them what we're going to do right up front. We're going to take you out, Mantell, and then we're going to let Lawler just get... He's going to leave town on his own. We ain't going to have to beat him up because after the punishment we put Dutch Mantell through, Lawler's going to go, oh, my gosh, what did I start? We're taking you out, Lawler.
Ooh, that's one side of the story, my friend, but there is another side, and we'll be getting to that a little bit later on in this championship wrestling. Just let me tell you this. Picture it. Wednesday night, the Evansville Coliseum, Texas elimination match coming up. You see it. Jerry Lawler, Dutch Mantell, in the big Texas death battle, defeat Bill Dundee and Buddy Landell. And boy, I'll tell you what, that is some...